Welcome, everyone, to Tempe, Arizona and Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils, where Sparky and his gang have been sharpening those pitchforks in anticipation of this one. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Dukes offense will get the first crack at it here. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
Yeah, he's got that speed, and it just, you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unleashes one. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds incomplete. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Got a man in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Dukes are moving quickly down the field. He's looking to throw it, trying to get to it. Complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Second down for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Trying to find his man on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
The offense set for a first down play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they lose the ball out of bounds. Big loss of yardage on that one, but at least they've got another shot. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Brown has it. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Caught in the backfield, it's Douglas. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into it.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Looking to move it through the air. The quick out. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this deep...
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Zings it complete to the right. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. And they got him for the sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. quickly out to the tight end. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. The Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch called for and made. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He's back to throw on second down. It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Going to the running game. Smashes through. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got his man on the right. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. On the move, it's Graves. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Buys a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Dukes want to move quickly.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the...
Fires one high and deep. And that pass picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Now on first down from the 43. He's going to pass. Grabs it in the middle.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket the slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He'll just keep slinging it. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. He's looking to throw. Got his man to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got his man in the middle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Arizona State.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Back to pass, it's Barnett. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Trying to make magic with his feet. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dukes.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Leaves it with the back. Just ran over him. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Going up top on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
The Dukes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Graves. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
He's got the tight end. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. The run from the shotgun. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They're trying to get to him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already four-down territory? Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Dukes will snap it on first and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know, hey, when these guys get upfield too much and there's a lane, I'm taking off. It's just too easy.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, James Madison. He'll try to tack on one more. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Finds his man down the middle. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Gonna let it fly. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. On a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in. It's Graves. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Line getting set on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make it happen.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Dukes headed quickly to the line.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you throw into running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to the back. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll go right back to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No.
And the ball is intercepted. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's the handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered.
Throws toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Makes the grab. It's Knight. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Going to work on second down. Red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it again. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And with that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on 4th and short. If you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
Fires into the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. First down here for the offense. Give to Brown. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive, knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
He uncorks one deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
That's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing, but you...
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And it's on the ground. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets rid of it. At the 35, he's open. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. The Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Back to the air one more time. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
It is your time. What is in your bag? What is your play call? Going to be 4th down now. I have to have this. I'm trailing. This is what every quarterback dreamed about in their backyard, making that play in a big-time moment. It's go time.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
They'll run play action. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Dukes.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to... And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. Touchdown, James Madison. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll throw it on first down. Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on first down. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. The sure hands, it's Brown. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he'll let it fly. Got it in the middle, it's Douglas. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. On third down, going up top. He wants it all. He makes a grab. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. And the Sun Devils trying to cash it in on first and goal. From the gun. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they did tack on the extra point. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. Time is against them. Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football.
Looking deep down the right side. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Plum.